Healthy growth and change take vision and planning. Our town keeps growing. Of course it does. It's a great place. Havertown seems to be about 20 minutes from any place I want to get to. It's a wonderful place to live, to raise families, and to have your children get a great education. And lately, we've had a delicious growth in our restaurant scene. We've also got great social events like Haverford Springfest, Haverford Township Day, and the Heritage Festival, and so much more. But with all this, we also get issues like traffic congestion, parking problems, and complications with development projects. Here's the crazy thing. Our last comprehensive plan is dated 1988. Yes, there have been updates, but that's our master plan, 1988. How much has our world changed since then? It's actually the year that I moved to Philadelphia from New York City. I came here for graduate school in clinical psychology. In '88, I lived downtown, and in Center City there was not one building taller than Billy Penn's hat on the top of City Hall. And look at today's skyline. That's how much things have changed since 1988. No internet, no smartphones, no Facebook. Look, we need to keep looking at our business districts. We need to develop them into pedestrian-friendly, traffic-friendly zones that help local residents support local businesses. That's how we keep our local economy strong. That's how we keep making Havertown into a healthy and prosperous community. We need to look at the historic maps of our township when we're planning development projects, so that we don't go digging up old industrial sites filled with tar and oil and exposing our local residents to noxious odors and potential health consequences. It's pretty amazing what you can learn just by looking at the old Sanborn maps over at Niter Hall. We need to do our homework before we approve zoning changes and developments so that we're not calling the EPA and the DEP after striking oil. And I don't mean in a good way. Just talk to the neighbors on Washington Avenue and Harvard Road and see what happens when we fail to make intelligent planning, development, and choices. Now, judging from the overflowing parking over at the Haverford YMCA, I'd say it's been pretty successful. But it also comes at a price of congestion on Eagle Road. I mean, have you tried making a left out of any of the parking lots on Eagle lately? It's also raised some concerns on the part of some local residents who keep asking, well, why is the YMCA making so much money and yet they don't have to pay any taxes as a nonprofit? They do pay rent to the township since we own the land after using eminent domain to acquire the old gum factory property, but I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that they're making a lot more money than anyone realized when that rent was first negotiated. And there's an example of missed opportunity. Why is the parking lot at the Y not a municipal parking lot with metered parking, making money for the township? It could even have been a parking garage, generating revenue and decreasing the pressure to raise taxes on local Haverford residents. Did you know that 60% of the membership of the Y doesn't live in 19083? That could have been money flowing into the township. And this is the kind of planning that we need to see. We need to think creatively about how we can generate revenue from sources other than simply raising taxes when the money gets tight or borrowing money, which just ties our hands from being able to plan and develop the future financial health of our community. Planning and development in a mature community like ours is always going to be a major challenge. I mean, it's not like we can wipe the slate clean and just move streets around and businesses and get it just right. But as some wise person once said, failing to plan is pretty much planning to fail. We live in a town that's grown organically for much of its history, but we're pretty well maxed out on open space to develop. Now comes the hard work of planning to improve things like parking, business districts, and the flow of traffic. Jimmy McGarity has failed to put forth a vision for our future of our township beyond the status quo. He's had 24 years to show us his vision, and same old isn't going to cut it anymore. The demographics of our township have changed rapidly, and we need representation on the 7th Ward that works with those changes, not against them. We need plans that look where we're going in 5 to 10-year blocks of time. Elect me to the Board of Commissioners on November 3rd, and you'll have someone representing the 7th Ward who loves planning and strategy. I'll push to create long-term vision for our township. I'll push for revenue-generating projects that reduce pressure off the backs of tax-paying residents. I'll also set up communication systems that will make it very easy for you to share your vision for the township, and I'll make sure that the members of the Board of Commissioners hear you loudly and clearly. I'll be back to you tomorrow with some more thoughts on communication. In the meantime, if you share my desire for intelligent township planning, then please share this post and share this video with your neighbors here in the 7th Ward of Haverford Township. And most importantly, make your voice heard on Tuesday, November 3rd. Come out and vote. Vote for change. Vote Mark Kosman for Ward 7 Commissioner.